Hey guys, I don't know if anyone has watched the video. I really don't care, but I'm putting the truth out there, and I don't know what the issue is with everything that's been going on uh, with me, but I have recognized myself to have experienced uh, mummification stuff. I think there's a pharaoh or two inside of me. And I really think there's two pharaohs inside of me. I think it's Tut and I think it's Thoth. But he's not sure of me yet. And I don't have any abilities yet because they're holding their power back from me being able to use it. So that way I can maintain consciousness and sanity and everything. I don't know why nobody's watched my videos. It's frustrating, considering the fact that I died and came back to life, and like something like an Illuminati ritual. But I don't know, I guess the more times you die after the first time, the less conscious your soul becomes. And I guess towards the end of it, you're not you. There's somebody completely different. Changed. Completely different. I asked the waves, I asked the ocean to come towards me, and then the tide rose. I'm out here right now. I planted a seed in the earth. And I put black soil on top of it, and I watered it, just like I should. I don't know, I've had so many thoughts. If the sun's gonna explode, if it's gonna burn out, if it's... I don't know. But I'm studying history right now through spiritual possession, which is crazy. Because it's almost like I can visually go back in time. Notice how I pointed at my third eye, right? Didn't even mean to. Anyways, it's like I go back in time. And I can visually see memories of people that I don't know. It's like I'm visiting, but I'm still conscious in my body. But last night, I went to sleep. And I was sleeping real nice and peachy this morning, right? Well, when I woke up, the biggest wave of aggravation came over me. So that's one thing that helped me realize that there's pharaohs inside of me. Sorry, my cheeks, my teeth hurt. Darkness possessed somebody to fucking break my jaw, and then, or they got paid a lot of money by a famous rapper. And yeah, there's a lot of people that are gonna be condemned. There's a lot of people that are gonna be, and it's mostly the Illuminati, because they weren't smart enough to figure this shit out, and if they were, they hid it from too many people. So I don't care if I end up being dealt with to wage war on these people. I don't, because I know the possibilities of God. I'm out here on a scooter, riding dirt trails like I'm riding a dirt bike, and I don't have dirt tires. Riding through sand. Like going like 20, 30 miles an hour on sand, on a scooter with street tires. Anyone that knows anything about riding a bike or a motorcycle or anything, it's pretty fucking hard without falling over. But I don't know, there's a level of fear or doubt that if you have it in you, your life will be hard. But that fear and doubt causes love, because it creates others to come together. And when you have no fear, you become completely independent. It's just not good. So the human body was designed to hold back spirits, but one day somebody's gonna go crazy. And I think that they kept trying to put me in a mental institution because they thought that I was already escalated or went past some shit or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But I think the NSA chose me for some shit that I didn't know what was coming, and they probably expected me to die. But y'all better get off in y'all scripture, because if they found a way to weaponize spirits and they start possessing you, then you got to figure out a way to be submitted enough and loyal enough and have enough faith and true belief. And trust me, they will know. If you don't really mean it at heart, they will know. It won't take long. Like literally like a fraction of a second of them being in your body, they will know. So I'm just trying to, let it be known that there's some weird government shit going on, and it's a spiritual plague that's really taking over the earth right now. It's not 5G network. It's not the coronavirus. This is something that was probably released in South America from the Aztec mummy that they found. And, all these ancient cultures that had civilizations built of stone. It was people like you and me that had been possessed to the point where they weren't themselves anymore. And they possessed the people around them. And they turned them into slaves. And that's what God didn't like. He didn't like the fact that he gave an individual or a prophet power and they turned them into slaves. And that's why Jesus don't give a fuck right now, because if Jesus gave the Knights Templar power and they came here and they founded this land and everything, which he did, he just didn't know how far it was going to go before everything got fucked up. Which he intended for those individuals to have that ability to conquer and overcome and travel and, prosper and make new way, and he did. But he didn't want them to start raping children. He didn't want them to give in to the devil. And he probably warned them. He probably told them. So then they're like, okay, fuck it. We're just going to go around with our archaeologists and start studying, the mummies and waking them up and touching them and unwrapping them and pissing them off. And the flesh lives even after death. It doesn't live in the way that you can use it, but it still lives. And what it becomes is a primordial soup for the earth. So being buried in a tomb somewhere so that way your soul has silence, so that way you can obtain power, is foul. If you're meant to have it, you're meant to have it, And I've only died once, and since then, since I got hit with all this possession shit. But I'm not really sure where it all came from. I'm not sure if it came from the government. I'm not sure if it came from my ex-girlfriend. I'm not sure, because you can go in libraries and read books, and you can find the truth, It's out there. You can. Like, they just now want to start releasing information about the emerald tablets and their composition and how they don't decay and how their makeup and structure is fixed and it breaks the laws of physics. See, God did that for good reason. Like, this is my earth. And, y'all are just on it. That's how I feel when I have so many spirits in me that have seen a way of life so much better than this, with less than what we have. So by me being able to recognize and see all this and feel it and understand what these feelings are and why they keep coming to me, well, think about it. If someone had a pharaoh spirit trapped inside their body, how in the world would they feel once that spirit was inside of them and that spirit went away into darkness and became silent? You know? How is that even fathomable? Like, how could somebody understand that? You see what I'm saying? How could somebody understand that? I do, and I don't know how. It's written on my heart. It's written on my soul. It's written all over me like a bunch of tattoos that I can just walk outside my body and look at it and read. And there was a time where I astro projected. You know, there was a time where I manifested shit or so-called magic. There was a time where when my jaw was broken and my jawbone was sticking out of my teeth because I got hit in the face with a steel pipe, 3 of my teeth grew back instantly. So, like, as these videos come, every video you're gonna listen to and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Because, well, shit's wild. It's crazy. Not very many people go through this shit, and I know this. So there's 144,000 prophets, right? One for every nation, basically. Even in tribes on islands where people are left alone and completely okay. And, I'm just a young kid. I'm just trying to serve God. I'm just trying to do what's right. I'm trying to get the truth out. I'm trying to prepare y'all. And if y'all ain't ready, well then, I guess it's something for me. And if we live in a matrix, well, maybe that's why my payment won't come, is because I know what it is and I won't accept it. And I won't accept it because I know it's wrong. So, whatever they think they have created at CERN, creating black holes and shit, trying to get away from God or death or whatever the fuck they think they're buying time, they need to shut that shit down. And you see that? Like, that authority, that voice that comes out of me, that deepness, that depth. That's not me. That's the spirit inside of me going through all my knowledge about everything, about what the government got going on and shit. You see what I'm saying? So if the government don't give me a motherfucking walk along, I'm gonna kill it all. Day of days is like right around the corner. Either I can hold my mouth shut and write a whole new motherfucking life, or, because the book of death is like real easy. Real easy. Like, this is how easy the book of death is. I choose who goes in the book of life. And if I choose who goes in the book of life, whoever the fuck I forget and leave out dies. It could be that easy. That's why this is Enoch speaking. So, like, I'm sick of y'all. I'm so sick of y'all polluting the earth, killing fish, fishing and throwing them back. Why would you fish for sport? Why would you cause an animal harm by sticking a You know what? Come here and let me stick a fucking hook through your goddamn lip for no fucking reason and rip it out. Huh? How would you feel about that? We are not supposed to eat anything conscious. Nothing conscious. You know why? Because the aliens are the ones that are supposed to come down and eat that shit. We have not supposed to have been eating this whole time. But someone, somewhere, Lucifer, in the beginning of time, like, this is what the Masons know. The Masons know that if you hold a vow of silence for such and such period of time, you dedicate your, life to God and become a man of Solomon or a solo man, because I am alone. Right now, I am alone. There ain't nobody around me. And I've asked them for help. I've called them. They gave me a book to read. I spoke about the darkness before I even read the book. You can't stop it. And when I looked up how much that book was worth, bad shit started happening to me. That means the NSA knew that I was looking at that book. They found somebody to give it to me. I think it was Halsey. And she came in a fucking Ford F-150 with a fucking wolf on her back, because in the original scripture, it said something about a lone wolf. The lamb lies with the wolf, or the lamb lies with a lion. Either way, man. Coyotes and lions don't really get together. But I'm pretty sure that if you stick a wolf, a pack of wolves around a lion, it'll take them down, I only got 15% left on my battery. They must have figured out a way to run a shit ton of programs in the background, because about 10 minutes ago I had 50%, not 15. I've only been recording for 16 minutes. You see what I'm saying? I can't battle the fucking, next time I die, the world's done. So they better let me live my life to the fullest, because they know that I can live eternally. They know that. But I have to choose. Do I want to just sit back in the darkness and watch everything happen? Or do I want to, be in the light and make it all happen? I think I'd rather sit back in the darkness and let it all happen. Because if I just sit back in the darkness and let it all happen, well, I know that the angels are in space. They're watching the arcs, like Atlas and all that shit. I felt as if the city in the ocean, Atlantis, is mine. Why would I think that? Why would I feel that? Why would I want that? Why would, as soon as it was coming about, was it entering my mind and it was mine? Why was I able to remember shit? Why are there statues 300 feet below the ocean surface with statues of people holding cell phones? Why? Probably because I go back in time and fucking show y'all, hey, look, man. And then they hide it from you, and it starts filling up then next thing you know, it turns into, I died a long time ago and then possessed everybody, made all this shit all over again, and then here we are cycling the entire big cycle all over again. Because I'm the one that came up with the idea that there's always something bigger and smaller. There's always something harder and softer. I'm the one that came up with all them fucking ideas, man. I'm the one that came up with yin and yang. Now, if they're like, oh shit, well, I've also recognized myself as Teo. And if you look up what the original Taoist monks and tribes and religion really is, if you look up what they teach you how to manifest reality, right? Okay. So there's something before me, if I am Teo, that has power, like fire and electricity and wind and, right. That would be the archangels, right? Right. Okay. So that makes me like one of the arcs. Just trying to come here and help y'all, blossom and become something more than what you're supposed to be. But the men of Solomon held that shit for way too long. I hate these fucking screws in my head. I can't wait to get them out. I cannot wait to get them out of my fucking head. That's what it means. This right here is what it means for me to remove the impurities from my body, because metal is not a motherfucking pure object inside of a flesh that was meant to just not have nothing in it, you know? We're supposed to just drink water and flow with the natural current of energy. Because Adam and Eve, they were eternal beings. Like, they were. That's how they were designed. But I also noticed over the years, they took that out the Bible. So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck do they just keep doing this shit, right? Well, if I'm able to control past, present, future, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's the devil whispering in my fucking ear, and I can't hear it, and he's doing it on a frequency, because you know you got a snake tongue, right? You're talking about, he can say anything, and hiss, and hissing a fucking other no, he can't. I rebuke all that shit. That's why it becomes the war between light and darkness. And if you have the light inside of you, then you'll be all right, you know? I mean, there's a reason why I broke my vow of silence. There's a reason why. So, you know, I put a lot of spiritual energy out there, a lot of light out there, so that way y'all could at least have a chance. But what it's going to be is it's going to be my angels taking over vessels, and it's going to be my angels that save you, but they have to find you fit first. So if you don't want to be found fit, then go ahead and keep living how you living if you ain't living for God. And I'm talking about every single move you make has to be in His name. You have to think about the repercussions of turning on your car. You have to think about the repercussions of eating food that you've ate your whole life. Because it's coming soon where all of your food is going to be fake and plastic. Like, I boiled rice the other day, right? I boiled rice the other day, and a plastic film came off of it. It wasn't just dehydrated. It was a fucking plastic film. And that plastic's not good for your body. It alters how your body receives and accepts energy. So, because of the government once again affecting your body, basically, the government is begging you for you to take them over. That's what the government's doing. But they're doing it so blind-eyed to your face because you're blind as fuck. You're deaf, dumb, and blind. This is what it means in the Quran, the Quran, that all of these people are deaf, dumb, and blind. The government is begging for you to take power. They started doing fucked up shit in the beginning. So, what am I supposed to do? When I don't have an army, I don't have guns, I'm not able to take my vow of silence and trap all this power inside of me. What am I supposed to do? Accept that I've been defeated? No. If I didn't die and I came back to life, that means I defeated death. How many of you can defeat death? Right? I'm tired. I'm tired of shit. I think I'm just possessing myself while all these other spirits are helping me do it. I'm tired of gnats. I'm tired of fucking colleges thinking that they can create fucking bugs, doing genetic They're trying to play God with science. They're trying to use science to fucking play God. If you can't actually manipulate the energies that are around you, stop doing what you're fucking doing. Go vegan. Don't even eat eggs. Don't drink milk. Get away from everything that impurifies your body. Because even though you think you might be eating a sushi roll, that fish that you're eating has nuclear fucking material in it. How do I know this? Oh, because a tsunami went and wiped out a fucking nuclear power plant in Japan. Prevented it from exploding. So, these natural disasters, it's the archangels trying to help y'all stay alive. trying to help y'all fucking maintain this earth. And it's not as if, it's such a hard job. It's just, if you pick your pencil up off the ground and you set it on the fucking desk, and it rolls off, and you do it again, and then 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 done. That's what it equals out to. Done. You leave the fucking pencil on the ground and you keep going because that shit obviously don't fucking matter. Because you decided to move on, right? Well, if you're continuously moving on, how could you get stuck in one spot? How could you get stuck, right? How could you get stuck in all this other stuff? I quit smoking cigarettes. So that way I could get away from all the carcinogens and all the poisons and shit. Nicotine is a plant chemical that comes out in vapor and oil and all that other shit. So it's not really an impurity because we came from the earth. So if we came from the earth, you see what I'm saying? But then, here we go. Certain levels of energy are not meant to be consumed until you reach that certain level of energy. Nobody could figure it out. Hell, I didn't even know until just now. So like all that nuclear shit, yeah. That's some shit that seems toxic as fuck, but it radiates so much energy that, that's probably primordial soup from giants in the past that had a lot of energy. So when they started using that energy, they didn't like it. They woke up and did some fucked up shit, and it's like every 100 years, Every 100 years, they want to fucking... They want to do some fucked up shit and rip chaos. But I'm not dealing with pandemic shit no more. I'm dealing with epidemic shit. EPA. Environmental Protection Agencies. That's how I feel. I feel like protecting this earth more than you know. And maybe that's why fear is in everyone right now. Because the spirit inside of them knows that the planet is dying. How would you feel? If you grew up in a place that, you were given domain, and your name was on everything, and then everyone went against you. Because I remember when I was a child, my name was on everything. When I was a baby, my name was on everything. Tyler, everywhere. Refrigeration shit, all kind of stuff. But then they want to figure out, what's going on with this? Why don't he just pick up back the business and all the other fuck shit? I know too much now. And everything that I know is to cleanse the earth. People are scared of this because they think it's Lucifer. They think it's evil because it wants to kill off this shit. Y'all cursed yourselves by disloyalty. The energy that is here on this earth. Evil. Go ahead, figure. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm so sick of this shit, man. They mixed Greek, Hebrew, and Chinese language into one. And that's what the American language is. That's why it's so easy for everyone to understand, but so hard to speak. See, these things that I know, I don't know how the fuck I know them. But anyone that has the time to sit and watch these videos, they probably got a little bit of patience. They're eager to learn a little bit of knowledge. But government been killing folks like me for a long time. And we have had it up to fucking... We've had it through the fucking sun, okay? That's really how it is. But I love y'all. I want y'all to turn from your ways and accept, Jesus into your hearts, and really turn away and think about everything that you've done in your past life and try to make things better for yourself by following God instead of the next set of fucking Versace or the next set of fucking Gucci or the next fucking hot car that's coming out. Why do you think the world is shutting down? Because it wants y'all to stop lusting after fucking stupid ass shit. We're giving you a chance to change your ways. And I shouldn't be cursing right now. I should not. But Sarah KL is inside of me and she is allowing me to get this shit out of me. All of this negative energy. I'm a purifier. Not pure fire. I'm not evil. I am a pure fire. Okay? So, there is just... I'm done with your shit. I'm done with all of it. And I know what ignorance is. Ignorance is the lack of the ability to understand what is going on. It's the inability to understand the repercussions of what you're doing. Ignorance is the inability to... See what I'm saying? You guys are unable to, because they stop the knowledge. They stop shit from coming to you. It's not how it's supposed to be. That's why the Mayans predicted a world awakening, because all of the pharaohs, all of those people, they built these temples of silence because inside they produce certain frequencies that I'm supposed to go to heal my body. And if I'm able to heal my body, then I can heal the earth. Because I listened to frequencies last night, right? I listened to frequencies on the phone, but the NSA want to keep speaking through it, so I got to do it naturally. That's why those buildings are constructed in such a way, and so that way I can leave everyone the fuck alone. And as long as I got enough money, then I'll start working it out. You know what I'm saying? I'll start fixing things the way it's supposed to be fixed. Just like those emerald tablets. They ain't go away. They're imperishable because they're supposed to stay here and be help and clues for the spirit that resides inside of me. Notice how I asked for help and I started to calm down. That means that there's probably darkness surrounding me right now trying to possess me and make me aggravated. I don't have a clue what I'm supposed to do with y'all. I don't have a clue what I'm supposed to do with myself. But I just know that I really want to lay down and go to sleep and die. I just want to go to sleep and never wake up again. And it's not because I'm tired, because I went to sleep last night. It's not because I'm unhealthy, because I don't drink, I don't do drugs, it doesn't make sense to me why I'm so tired. Other than more spirits constantly entering my body. When you look up in the sky and you focus your eyes and you see those little orbs, that's what they are. They're orbs. They're spiritual orbs that are shrunk down because they're craving energy. Yeah. So all this 5G network shit, well, artificial intelligence is damn right against you, because it's not even artificial. That shit is real. It's really intelligent. And energy itself is possessing your robots and everything. So if they want to, blow a bunch of EMPs all over the world and an electromagnetic pulse, I'm fine with it. I am so fine with it. Because all that electricity is tainted energy. It's just tainted. And if we're going to have tainted energy, go ahead, taint your body some more by looking at a phone and all that negative energy coming through the phone, straight into your eyes, getting projected onto your brain. And the eyes don't even pick up the normal speed that a processing computer processes. So images, when you're scrolling through shit and everything, could be subliminally flashed into your brain to make you do certain shit, act certain ways, all kind of shit. That's what subliminal messaging was. Isn't it sublime how dumb you guys are? Isn't it sublime how much you don't know? Isn't it sublime that one vessel decided to take on everything? That's why when I speak, and when this starts coming out, it's not me taking a deep breath and just letting it out. Like, I can rap fast as fuck in that voice anyways. I can start talking super, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just do all of that. But then some people will be like, well, okay, so what? Your voice changed. You should be a cartoonist. That's how they keep trying to play that shit off. Nope. They keep using the gifts of God to get rich and famous off of. Nope. All of those are red flags. Why the fuck you think they all turned into demons and became reptilian? Ain't nothing that they can do. Ain't nothing. But the X-rays of space show that it's a neural connection inside my brain. Basically, every star is a neuron in your brain firing off. So space around us is frozen in time. But because of gravity and all the archangels and everything that they're doing, time functions here. But time doesn't really even exist. Holy shit! It's just day and night. It's 2 times. Day and night. 2 times. Day and night. Gives people enough time to feel accomplished and, you know, when y'all created time, that's a big issue for me. I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all. The thought, the perception, the conception of thinking that, okay, if we give people due dates and due times and, you know, we let them do it at their leisure, well, what that does is they know that you're expecting it at a certain point in time, so that means they have to rush and get it done at a certain point in time. I don't agree with that. Why would you want to stress somebody out? Oh, my phone's about to die, but I'm about to stop recording so I keep the video.